Have a blade.
Welcome back, adrenaline junkies! If you live for jaw-dropping stunts, high-tech showdowns, and relentless thrills, today's lineup is pure cinematic artillery. We're counting down the top 15 action movies of 2025 that push the limits of chaos and spectacle. Grab your gear, steel your nerves, and lock in tight, because the most epic ride of 2025 starts right now. Number 15. Carjackers. Nora, a skilled valet driver, leads a secret double life. Alongside her close-knit team, Zoe, Steve, and Prestance, they moonlight as a modern-day Robin Hood crew. By day, they cater to the elite at lavish hotels, but by night, they use their access to target corrupt clients, executing slick heists against those who abuse their power. Carjackers fuses sleek style with sharp social commentary, blending humor, adrenaline, and justice-driven action. With fast-paced getaway scenes and clever team dynamics, this high-energy caper delivers both thrills and charm in equal measure. Number 14. Novocaine. When a young man with congenital insensitivity to pain falls for the woman of his dreams, his world is finally filled with meaning. But everything shatters when she's abducted by a brutal criminal ring. Powerless in emotion, but invincible in body, he launches a desperate rescue mission, using his rare condition to survive what no one else could. Novocaine delivers a raw, visceral experience that flips weakness into power. Bone-crunching brawls and relentless chase sequences are made all the more gripping by a hero who can't feel pain but can't escape heartache. Number 13. Cleaner. During a high-profile corporate gala in a London skyscraper, eco-activists storm the event and take hundreds hostage to expose the company's corruption. But what begins as a protest spirals into chaos when a rogue radical within the group turns the mission into a deadly act of terror. Outside, 50 stories high, a former soldier turned window cleaner is the only one positioned to stop the bloodshed, and her younger brother is inside.
What you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Cleaner is a tense, high-altitude thriller that combines sharp political undertones with edge-of-your-seat action. With inventive set pieces and a heroine battling both the elements and time, it's Die Hard reimagined for a new generation. Number 12. Deep Cover. An improv comedy teacher stuck in a rut is offered the chance to change her life when an undercover cop ropes her into a high-stakes operation. With two of her clueless students in tow, she must pose as a ruthless criminal to help infiltrate London's underworld. But what starts as a laughable charade soon turns dangerously real. Deep Cover blends sharp-witted comedy with adrenaline-fueled action, propelled by Bryce Dallas Howard's dynamic performance. It's a wild ride where theater meets the streets, and pretending to be bad might just get you killed or famous. Number 11. Silent Zone. In a post-apocalyptic world overrun by the undead, a sharp-witted teenage girl and her hardened guardian navigate desolate landscapes in search of a rumored safe zone. With death lurking at every corner and trust in short supply, their bond becomes the only thing standing between survival and collapse. Silent Zone delivers a haunting, emotional journey through a crumbling world where silence is survival, and every step could be your last. Brutal encounters, flickers of humanity, and a fight for purpose elevate this zombie thriller beyond the blood and decay. Number 10. Guns Up. A mob enforcer, once a decorated cop, is ready to vanish from the life of crime he's come to loathe. But when his final job spirals into chaos, he finds himself the target of his own syndicate. With hitmen closing in and time slipping away, he races through the city's dark alleys to save his unsuspecting wife and child before the night ends in blood. Guns Up is a relentless, neon-lit thriller pulsing with urgency and regret. With bone-crunching action and a heart-pounding chase, it's a gritty tale of one man's last shot at redemption before the past catches up, locked and loaded. Number 9. Fountain of Youth. When a cryptic journal left by their late father resurfaces, two estranged siblings reunite and follow its ancient trail to the Amazon rainforest. What begins as a reluctant partnership becomes a pulse-pounding expedition across treacherous terrain, filled with rival treasure hunters, deadly traps, and forgotten civilizations guarding their secrets. Driven by grief, ambition, and the hope of a second chance, they confront both the past and the myth of eternal life. Fountain of Youth is a sweeping adventure where the true treasure might not be immortality, but reconciliation. Number 8. Locked. A skilled thief targets a sleek luxury SUV parked in an upscale neighborhood, expecting a routine job. But once inside, the doors seal shut, and the vehicle becomes a prison. As he struggles to escape, he realizes he's trapped in a mind-bending game orchestrated by an unseen force, one that feeds on his fears and darkest secrets. Locked is a taut, claustrophobic thriller that transforms a simple heist into a chilling psychological nightmare. With tense pacing, eerie atmosphere, and sharp twists, it delivers a suspenseful descent into paranoia and survival. Number 7. Counterattack. While vacationing near the volatile US-Mexico border, 5 friends find themselves ambushed by a ruthless Sicario hit squad. Trapped in a deadly game of cat and mouse, the attackers think they're targeting helpless tourists, until the hunted reveal their true identities as members of Mexico's elite special forces unit, Los Murciélagos. What follows is a brutal reversal, as the tables are turned and the killers become the prey. Counterattack delivers explosive action, tactical warfare, and a fierce message: never underestimate your enemy. Number 6. Day of Reckoning. John Dorsey, a sheriff on the brink of losing both his wife and his job, joins forces with the tough U.S. Marshal Butch Hayden to capture the notorious outlaw Emily Rouse. As they hold Emily hostage, tensions quickly rise, turning the posse against itself. Emily's fierce will and sharp mind challenge their authority, sparking a dangerous battle of wills. Meanwhile, the threat of her marauding husband and his gang looms closer, forcing unlikely alliances. In a desperate fight for survival, Emily and John realize they must rely on each other. The approaching danger pushes them to set aside differences and unite. Together, they prepare to face the oncoming storm with everything on the line. Number 5. Clown in a Cornfield. Quinn Maybrook and her father relocate to the sleepy town of Kettle Springs, seeking a fresh start, unaware of the town's deep divisions. Since the closure of the Baypen corn syrup factory, Kettle Springs is split between adults desperate to revive its former glory and rebellious kids eager to escape. These kids spend their days making prank videos and resisting the adults' control. The town's struggle between tradition and progress threatens to tear it apart. But everything changes when Friendo, the creepy Baypen mascot clown, turns homicidal. Believing the town's future depends on removing the rotten crop of kids, he begins a deadly rampage. Now, survival means outsmarting a killer who embodies the town's darkest fears. Number 4. Hard Eyes on Valentine's Day. 2 co-workers find themselves trapped in a deadly game, hunted by the mysterious Hard Eyes killer. As the body count rises, they must rely on each other to survive the night. Tension and suspicion mount as they scramble to uncover the killer's identity before it's too late. The festive day turns into a nightmare where trust is their only weapon. With danger lurking around every corner, every moment counts. The co-workers' bond is tested as secrets unravel, and the killer's motives become clearer. In this race against time, survival depends on their wit and courage. Number 3. Superman struggles to balance his alien Kryptonian origins with his human upbringing as Clark Kent, a dedicated reporter. As the living symbol of truth, justice, and the human way, he faces a world that increasingly views these ideals as outdated. Caught between 2 identities, he must find a way to inspire hope in a society that doubts heroes. His journey challenges both his strength and his belief in what it means to be human. As threats loom large, Superman must rise above skepticism and fear. He fights not only villains, but also the erosion of faith in goodness itself. Through trials and triumphs, he redefines heroism for a modern age. Number 2. Megan 2.0. 2 years after the chaos unleashed by the original Megan, her creator Gemma faces a new threat in Amelia, a ruthless military-grade weapon developed by a defense contractor who stole Megan's advanced technology. Forced to confront the consequences of her creation, Gemma resurrects to stop Amelia before destruction spirals beyond control. The battle between two unstoppable forces sets the stage for a deadly clash of man, machine, and morality. Megan 2.0 escalates the tension with cutting-edge sci-fi action and chilling suspense. It explores themes of technology's double-edged power, blending sharp thrills with thought-provoking questions about control and autonomy. Number 1. Jurassic World Rebirth. 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, a daring expedition ventures deep into remote equatorial jungles to retrieve DNA from 3 colossal prehistoric creatures. Their mission promises a revolutionary medical breakthrough, but tampering with ancient life awakens dangers far beyond their control. As the team races against time, they must survive nature's fury and the shadow of humanity's hubris. Jurassic World Rebirth combines heart-pounding adventure with cutting-edge visual effects, delivering thrilling encounters with awe-inspiring creatures. It's a high-stakes saga about science, survival, and the relentless consequences of playing with life itself.